Where it's not just like, whereas Protestants read the scripture, that's a good thing. They believe Christ in the Trinity. That's very Christian. We agree with them on that. So
where do you think you got the belief of the Trinity from?
Exactly. It's a Catholic. It's all from Catholic, and so a lot of Protestants got to understand they're not leaving Christianity.
No. You're stepping deeper into it.
You're still in the Trinity. The Trinity is the same. The New Testament is the same. You're going to have 7 more books in the Old Testament, but Christ and the apostles use those books.
They use those books.
Why would you?
Why did Jesus?
Yeah.
If they weren't good enough for Jesus, why did he not throw them out then?
So Christ and the apostles used them.
Why didn't he say, no, I'm not going to look at those books? There's no evidence anywhere that God had anything against, Jesus had anything against, or the apostles had anything against any of those books.
Right. And Catholics call them deuterocanonical. Protestants call them apocrypha. They make it sound scary a little.
Oh, the apocrypha. You believe in the apocrypha.
Catholics have an apocrypha, but it's not those books. We have a different apocrypha.
And what does that mean, apocrypha? The
apocrypha, I'm not sure. What is apocrypha?
Well, I mean, it's not like, that's what I'm saying. You're saying it brings up this kind of like scary connotation.
It sounds kind of like
the word,
mysterious.
But it's not. It just means books that they're not the sacred scripture. Right. You know what I mean? There are other books that, they have some definite good things in them. There's some history and some things to take into account, but they're not sacred scripture.
Like, for example, the Book of Wisdom was being used to convert, in the early church, was being used to convert Jews because it talks about the coming of Christ in the Book of Wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's one reason Jews removed the Book of Wisdom. Yeah. Because I've heard Protestants say, hey, Jews don't use it. That's why we don't use it. Mm-hmm. But Jews don't use the New Testament. And
Jews also don't believe that, Jesus Christ is God.
Right.
So that kind of, just because Jews do it doesn't mean that it's correct.
Jesus was Jewish. The apostles were Jewish.
Yeah.
It's just,
it's nothing against people that are Jewish. It's not
the Jewish person.
Just saying that line of thinking doesn't line up.
Remember we seen his testimony. He became Catholic.